Hey, what's to watch for? 8:30 Eastern on ABC. Game 2 as the Spurs try and tie up their series against Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. Here's Wemby.
Really, I think the reason we lost that game isn't even technical. It's not even technical, tactical. It's we need to approach the game with a better mental state, and we just need to play our game. We just need to be normal. We don't need to do anything incredible.
I don't think of anything like that, the 1-1-2-0. I just think it's 0-0. And the next game is the most important game of the year. So just continue to stay in the present, not worry about what the future may look like, not worry about what we've done in the past. Just cancel all that out and just worry about the present. Tomorrow we step on that court, should be the same determination, desperation, energy level, and physicality needed for a Game 1 win.
Brian Windhost joining us this morning from San Antonio. Windy, good morning to you. Victor Wembanyama, 6 of 21 from the floor in the Spurs Game 1 loss. What adjustments should we expect tonight in Game 2?
Well, when you go back and look at this film, the Spurs were just horrified by their lack of passing in this Game 1. You ended up with Victor Wembanyama playing isolation basketball against Karl Towns. Now, Victor Wembanyama is one of the most talented big men we've ever seen, but you don't want him going isolation against Towns 7-8 times in a game. And so what I think you will see tonight more than anything is just more passing from the Spurs, and they will look to set Wembanyama up with the basketball closer to the basket. Not necessarily straight post-ups, but we didn't see any of those lobs and that pick-and-roll action that Wembanyama really dominated on the rest of the playoffs.
More turnovers for Wembanyama than pillows on that bed for Brian Windhorst. De'Aaron Fox, meanwhile, also struggled from the floor in Game 1. Fox just 3 of 13. He was 0 for 4 from three-point range. Windy, what are you seeing from Fox on the court?
Well, he is playing through a high ankle sprain, and we are seeing it in his outcome. Since he's come back from that injury, he's played 6 playoff games, and they're high-level playoff games, but his numbers, guys, have just plunged, particularly in going to the basket. He's a speed demon. He's a guy who wins with speed, but he hasn't been able to get to the rim. He's only got 9 free throws in the last 6 games. That's an indication. And his three-point shot, look, he's never been a great three-point shooter, and he's having to rely on it. He's 5 of 26 from three-point range these last 6 games. He was 3 of 13 overall in Game 1. Mitch Johnson might have to make a decision here about how much he wants to go with Fox, whether he wants to give the rookie Dylan Harper more playing time.
Game 2 tipping off tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Windy, just a quick follow-up. Is it 4 pillows on the bed or 5?
You'll never know.
We'll never know. You'll never know.
Savage.
I'm taking the over. Windy, much appreciated.
Gotcha. The Knicks win Game 2, and there's a great chance that they could do that. Imagine you're the Spurs, and you're at an 0-2 deficit coming back to New York City, to Madison Square Garden. That would mean the Knicks have won 13 in a row, are as hot as can possibly be, and you're coming back to the Mecca and a city and a fan base that's absolutely ready to explode. You want to talk about home court advantage? We live here. We're walking around the city. The energy is palpable here. It's an intimidating place to come. I know that Wemby and this young group is malleable, and they might not view it the same, but I think that they're going to have a whole lot on their plate, not only from a deficit standpoint, but what they'll be facing in New York if they don't win tonight.
Yeah, here's the thing. The Spurs usually find a way to bounce back after a disappointing loss in these playoffs, right? I mean, Oklahoma City aside, that's a little bit of a different animal when you talk about the reigning defending champs, winning Games 2 and Game 3 of the Western Conference Final. When the Spurs lose in a playoff game, they usually bounce back in a major way with a win the following game, and it's usually by double digits. So I'm curious to see whether or not the Knicks are going to be able to match the energy of the Spurs. They took Game 1, mission accomplished in terms of getting a split in the first 2 games, but can they get greedy? Can they take a chokehold of this series and really put a young team and the Spurs up against it coming back to Madison Square Garden for Game 3? That's what I'm interested to see. I know the version of Wemby that I'm going to get. I know what the San Antonio Spurs will be because I've seen it throughout these playoffs over the last couple of months. The question is, can the Knicks match the energy? When Mitch Johnson, the head coach of the Spurs, makes the adjustments, will Mike Brown be able to make the adjustments in real time in Game 2? Or is that something that's going to happen in the days leading up to Game 3? That's the part that I'm curious to see. The game within the game. I think that's what makes the finals so special with two teams that are more than capable of being a champion in any given year.
Yeah, if the Knicks' success hinges on in-game adjustments for Mike Brown, I feel good if I'm a Knicks fan, because I don't know why you wouldn't have all the faith in the world in Mike Brown right now. He has been excellent. I think that, right, what we have in the moment, 12-game winning streak with the Knicks heading into Game 2 tonight, ABC and ESPN Radio, is an all-time Knicks team. Obviously, this is an all-time Knicks team. What we will have if they win tonight, they being the Knicks, is we may be en route to an all-time postseason run that finishes with a championship. 12 in a row is unreal any way you cut it. If it doesn't,
if it ends up being 15 in a row.
If it ends up being 15 in a row, we're talking about an all-time. I don't know that we could say all-time team because the regular season was very good.
Oh, we would say all-time team because we care more about what happens in the playoffs.
Understood, but I think it would be easy for anyone who lives in numbers to combat it based on regular season wins combined with a postseason. Like you would have the Bulls, you would have the Warriors,
but
whatever.
you would have to talk about this postseason run in conjunction with the Bulls runs in the 90s, the Warriors runs in the 2010s. It would be right there.
And that's why tonight
15 in a row,
no doubt,
including sweeping the NBA. They would have swept the last 3 series, and we can have that conversation if they win here tonight in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's what takes you there, no doubt. And if you think about their losses, by the way, by a combined 2 points.
Oh.
No, seriously, their 2 losses are each by a point to the Hawks. So if we are getting way ahead of ourselves, but that's part of our job. Like, if they figure out a way of sweeping this, which they're not going to, I'll tell you that right now.
It's on the table.
They're not sweeping.
We don't think they will.
Okay,
but if they win tonight, don't we go to that place?
That's why I'm bringing it up.
100%.
That's why I'm bringing it up. And then you would then have 15 straight. 16 overall, 16-2 record, 2 losses by 1 point each.
And mind you, the defending champ and the reigning 2-time MVP went 7 games with the Spurs, and the Knicks would have swept. Hypothetically, in this scenario, the Knicks would have swept them.
Hand raise. What happened to bobblehead Brunson with the broom?
Oh, there he is.
Who's messing around with Brunson?
Vibe Check. I'm not trying to blame Vibe Check. I'm just saying Vibe Check is a show Disney. There's one other show that uses the studio. What is it?
No, there's multiple shows that use this studio.
Well, I'm unaware of any other one.
But yes, Evan, you're right. It was Vibe Check because they were in there yesterday.
Wow, what a snitch, Nuno.
I mean, that's concerning, Nuno, to say the least.
Let's get him back on the set. With the broom and the dollar.
They someone didn't put on Mike, our great.
You're blaming Mike for this?
No, Mike always, when he comes in the studio, he makes sure the studio is prepared. I'm assuming he was just running around today and didn't get an opportunity to set it up. That's all.
Mike's a Knicks fan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that bobblehead is on
How
the
is
set.
that not blaming Mike, what he just said?
It was.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, I don't know who else are you talking about there? I mean, while we're dealing with this, is there any chance the great team at Vibe Check could just put our stuff back when we're done?
What do you mean? What was missing?
Everything,
Brunson,
every day.
my chair,
my computer,
my charger for my phone.
Mine wasn't plugged in. I mean,
everything is everywhere, man. Like I just leave it like you found it. That's all we ask.
All I'll say, I was unaware of this. It will be rectified moving forward.
Disney
At least on
Plus.
Tuesdays and Thursdays when I'm here.
Disney Plus, Vibe Check.
And
you
I
can see our
apologize
stuff
because I hate when that
rearranged.
happens. So I apologize.
Go watch the show so you can see our stuff rearranged. Coming up, what did Wemby have to say about his worry for game number 2? We'll get to that.